Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and as promised last session... Oh, hello Drury. You are exact right time for it. Welcome. It's a personal greeting just for you. Yeah, so it's Factorio time, as they say, in the old country. I don't know what country that is, but it's certainly the old one. And, do I have enough uranium fuel cells? No, you know what? I don't. More uranium is probably for the best. You can never have too much uranium, that's what I've always said. Yeah, that's the one. It is a very classic Roman phrase. You've got it in one there. Do we want to take up meteor defenses? No, I don't really care that much. Okay, let's look. This is me trying to put off going into space because it's too scary up there, but it should be all right. So let's launch, and I've got my landing pad this time. The first thing I'm going to do is put this landing pad down because I forgot to do that last time, and I feel very silly about that. It was a big mistake, because that means we are going to crash into the... Hopefully we don't hit anything important. Well, we could just hit the most important part. That's an option as well. I didn't consider that option. Hopefully we hit nothing important. Hits the belt of, like, the whole reason we come here. It's probably still working. We'll fix it up in a moment. Alright, first things first. Power. Tempus Ludere Factorum. Alright, my Latin's not as good as yours. Can you please elaborate for those who don't understand Latin? And by that I mean my Latin is not near non-existent. Time to play Factorio. Hell yes. Well done. Okay, so we should now be getting rocket fuel built or assembled. Whatever rocket fuel does, it should be happening now. And we're going to have to assemble the rocket. Okay, so what do we need to do? Core miners. So core miners are going to need electric circuits, electric mining drills, and steel plates. The good news is all those things are here, so we can just grab them. They're mine now. And that should do a fairly bang up job. Except for the fact I forgot immediately what one of the things I needed was. Electric mining drills, so we need about 100 of those. Not a big deal though. We should have 100 of those. Oh goodness gracious, we have more than 100 of those. Okay. So that'll get the core miners up. Now what I think we need to do is figure out how to get everything just kind of working. We didn't bring steam turbines with us. That's what I like to call a little bit of a mistake. Thankfully steam turbines are fairly easy to make. Still, mistakes all the same. And we'll get some power up. I mean, I think the heat exchangers are the more difficult part anyway. I left all the heat pipes behind. That's alright, we got plenty of time before we get to go back anyway. That's got to fill up with fuel. So we got time. Let's not worry about it. Heat pipe, that's just copper and steel. We got to stop launching ourselves into the sky because every time we do reset the core miners. And I don't really want to leave until that's done as well. Thankfully, I think heat pipes are mostly copper. You know, if we take extra iron, it's no big deal. Okay. Pipes. 8 heat pipes should do pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. However, it's still not enough, but that's okay. What is our goal? We need more Holmanite coming through. No matter how you look at it, we're always going to need a lot more Holmanite. So, if it doesn't matter how you look at it, let's get more Holmanite, right? Does make sense. And we're going to do it in a very inefficient way. We're not going to use trains or anything. We're just going to go a big long... Oh, take some Electric mining drills could be good too. I've heard good things about those. The things I was just saying we didn't need that many of. Because, yeah. I'm not going to bother building trains. It's just gonna, as I said, just going to be a long line of belts. Some could say it's inefficient. They would not be wrong. Also, it appears there's some trees here. So trees, as usual, are in the way. They are the real enemies of the people, of the mine. Classic dwarven stuff right there. Okay, and we want to go downwards. Okay, great. So if we go like this. Okay, that's probably going to be more power than we actually have right now, but that's okay. I mean, that gives me another 19 million Holmanite, which should last for a fairly long time. And then we just got to belt it. As I said, this is not efficient. The whole point is I just want to get Holmanite coming in constantly and consistently. We're going to need pulverizers as well, but we'll worry about that another day. Well, not another day, we will worry about it today. Okay. Need more things. Can't say I'm really surprised. How many belts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So this is, as I said, not really efficient. It's not really a belt balancing trick or anything. Really just put everything on a single belt and see what happens. I don't want to land right now because, as I said, I don't want the coal miners to have to start from the beginning again. Thankfully, Factoria has that really cool rotate feature that I always forget about, but it's really good. And choop. And choop. And one more, I believe, just over here. The idea is hopefully this will just produce enough Holmanite for a very long time that it won't be a problem. This is a long belt. Could have also used some more of the miners there. Oh well. It's fine. It has to be fine. Yeah, we don't really have a lot else there. Well, we've got my core miners. We've got some of my heat pipes made. Guess we still need a few more. Testing, we should be good now. Okay, yes. I muted myself so I didn't cough directly into the microphone, then I couldn't remember how microphones worked. It's a lot more confusing than you'd think. Okay, and turbines, because we need them. Iron gear wheels, pipes. Well, we've got pipes, those are easy. Okay, pipes. Iron gear wheels, we'll steal none of those, because there's just none to steal. All right. We'll just collect what we can and work it out from that. Maybe they should like... Yeah, this is a good idea. Very proud of this idea. Just have a box of gears so that way I can just be like, I want gears. So that's going to make one. See, because it didn't have enough gears, that's the problem. Now it's going to take forever to build them, unfortunately. But it'll make them, it feels like it. Meantime, I might use some slower belts. I'm not happy about it, but you got to do what you got to do. Maybe I don't need to worry about these mines just yet. No, I don't think I need to worry about them just yet. I was thinking, oh no, what if my mines run out? This is a substantial mine of 3.1 million. That's going to last hours. And more so when we start bringing in the other resources from the core miners. So that should be alright. I don't know how many pulverizers I want, so I'll build 8 and see what happens. I'm going for fuel. We are still not even halfway there. Okay. Where'd my space capsule go? Did somebody just take my space capsule? I feel like somebody just took my space capsule and now I don't know where it is. You take my space capsule? If I find out who took my space capsule, there'll be hell to pay. I'm not building another blimmin' space capsule, I'll tell you that much. Okay, maybe I'm building another blimmin' space capsule, I don't know where it went. Oh gosh, no, I'm not building that. Okay, we're gonna load an autosave just to get that back, because I don't know what happened. You know what, okay, let's save, figure out what happened to the space capsule, and then we'll load again. Although, of course, if it's still there, then it's a real mystery. Well, that's what I thought, but it wasn't, because it didn't say capsule 1 out of 1. Usually that's what it would happen. Didn't. See, it was space capsule 0 out of 1. See, and then when you put the rocket in, it works. So, blast if I know. No bloody idea, frankly. It's alright, we go back a little bit in time. You just gotta watch out for those capsules. They'll do nasty, insidious things when you're not watching. Yeah, it is strange. Oh, did I? Oh, maybe I shift-clicked? Let's check. Oh, did I trash it? Alright, Tara, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. You gotta be VIP for that shit. I know it means absolutely nothing, but it's important that you at least get recognized for that, because that's important things. I can figure out how to do it. It's exactly how I feel right now. I gotta get the spelling right, because otherwise it doesn't bloody work, does it? Ah! Okay, I pressed a button. Tara, can you please say something real quick? I'm useless at this. I pressed the button and it all broke. Tara, please say something. Specifically, something is the ultimate joke. Yeah, oh, that's even better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. This is when you know that you're dealing with a real quality streamer right here. Roles manager. There we go. The underscore threw me off. I knew you had an underscore, but I couldn't remember where it was. Okay. Aww.
Thanks for your support.
Thank you so much. And that also reminds me. Okay, well, thank you. Now you should be as a VIP now. Unless I've messed something up and someone else has got it. I have to change it. Okay, well, as a subscription holder, thank you so much. Where would you like your name in flashing lights, and in what colors? So we're on this base here. We can name the mine after you if you want, or we can name the space station or the reactor. Those are the main things. Up to you. Please don't launch. I need you to stay here. Wherever the next train jam occurs. Done. Consider it done. I'm going to write that one down, because maybe it won't happen for a long time. We all know it'll happen in a moment. Okay, look, tell you what, it'll either be when the next train jam occurs, or, failing that, it'll be in my first asteroid train system, because let's be honest, that's where it'll occur. Thank you so much for your support, it's really appreciated. Okay, so, now we are here. And we've got to start getting things together. So we know that's got to be the space capsule. That's the easy part. Okay. Then we've got to, well, we've got to power it as well, I suppose. Awesome. That's important. But like saving the day on that one, you gotta be VIP. Until I remove it for inevitable reasons of no real reason. I've got plenty of the slots, it's fine. But absolute service to the show, because you've been here giving me some great advice, and I really appreciate that. Okay, so that's not going to launch right now. That's good. Well, it's not going to launch because it doesn't have the fuel, but that's coming in. We might need to start sending in vulcanite rather than solid rock fuel. Okay, so that will get the thing into... We really have no fast inserters? Well, that's wonderful. Core miners, they live over here, obviously. That looks like a good place for core miners to live. And they need a box. Not a big box, just a box. And every time I fly, I break one of the pulverizers. That's about normal. Stop flying. Flying is a problem. Just in life. Not really news to news to anyone. Everyone knows flying is causing a lot of problems. Like the no capes thing, isn't it? Poor guy got sucked right into a jet engine. Okay. So that's going to produce how much? It's going to be producing 771 per minute. Yikes, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. What'd you break? I just heard a clinking of plates, and I had to ask Panda what she broke, and apparently her glasses... Did they fall off your head? Yeah, they fell off her head onto the plate. So, everything's okay. No one is harmed. Not sure if I should have told that story. She did look at me with a look of, why are you telling the story? So, oops. Such is the life of being married to a professional streamer, honey. That can end anytime she likes. The stream or the... or the marriage, I don't know. It's really up to her, I suppose. I've got my personal preference of which one ends. Actually, no, I don't. You know what? There's no way I can win this argument. The only way I can win this argument now is to just stop talking. Okay, well, I can actually land now, so that's good. Okay, so let's crush Holmanite. Oh, that's copper. That's a very different thing. Okay, Holmanite, yes. Okay, now the question is, does this produce enough? And I believe the answer is, gosh, not even close. These are hungry, or not hungry. What's the opposite of hungry? Starving? No, that's a synonym. They're feeding. Oh wait, that's because only one of them was turned on. Derp. Okay, now we're looking a lot better. And if we do this, put some productivity. No, because I don't really need productivity in here right now. It just makes the power situation worse. It exacerbates the problem. Right now the problem is we don't have enough power for this shit. But we can get that sorted. Okay, so that's all coming through. That's the gravy train right there. I said gravy train and now I cannot remember a single word I've ever said in my life. I got distracted by the gravy train. It happens to the best of us, I understand. Okay. Okay. So the used up uranium has to go away. We know that. Used up uranium goes into the used up uranium pile. Box, box. Put the used up uranium in a box. That makes sense. Where else would you put your used up uranium? Not in a box. That'd be foolish. So, box. Then we put the box, take the box away, because that would be a mistake. Okay, then we go collect the used up uranium from the iron line, which I just saw it just swing by on its own. I feel like doing this is like picking up dog poo. You're just like standing there being like, or waiting for the dog poo. You're just like, okay, this is my life now. It's not my life yet, but my wife really wants a dog and we'll get one for her at some point soon. Because she wants a dog. Even though I'm SeiferKatt, she wants a dog and that's what you'll get. Okay, so uranium fuel cells. But I still understand the people I've told that I might be getting a dog soon. Well, I say soon, it'll be like 6 months to a year away. But they're like super excited. They're like, oh, you have to show the dog on stream. And I'm like, of course the dog's going on stream. It's going to be the only reason people come here after they see the dog. Nope. I understand. I understand how life works. Yeah, I gotta probably have underground belts because this is an absolute pain at the moment. Okay. That'll get the uranium in there. And it does. And then rocket parts. Or cargo parts specifically. Well, that was a flamethrower going off. I hope it didn't hit anything this time. Yeah, it looks like it was pretty good. Usually it does hit something. And then usually I'm very embarrassed about it. No, keep it on its own thing so that way if something else weird happens, it'll be alright. Okay, so uranium fuel goes that way. Yeah, it should work, more or less. We just need to get these turbines up. And probably some water in there as well, because without water these aren't going to be super useful. Yeah, there's a bit more power. We do still need an extra 100 megawatts or so, but that's doable. And also I need to connect this with red wire. Okay. So that way we know if we need more fuel. That's important. Now, we haven't got the big chunky laser boys yet. Meteor defenses. You just say big chunky laser boys and everyone will know what you mean. That's how life works, I suppose. Big chunky laser boys. Well, they used to call me in high school. No, it isn't. Wasn't that bullied in high school. I mean, I was still bullied, of course, but you know, as a nerd in like a very sporting area, who isn't? Okay. Enough of sad times. It's Victoria. We don't have time for such sadness. We've got factories to build. Okay, turbines, we still need a lot of them. And we'll get more of them once we get copper plates, which we will be able to get if we just do this. Yeah, that was not nearly as effective as I thought it would be. Eight more turbines. Yeah, sure. Well, hang on. We need more pipes, apparently. Okay. I said more pipes. I didn't mean all the pipes that have ever existed, but you know what? That's fine too. Okay, if we can do that setup again here, and then that's not really doing anything, so we can get rid of that. Around like that? Yeah, that's right. And like that. And these need water as well. Don't know quite where from. We didn't really think that part through. Because we need the heat there as well. And we could just turn it around like that and it would work, I think. How much water does it need versus how much does it make? No, that's not going to work at all. Okay. We will move that to a different place. How about up here? Yeah, there's a lake up there and that ruins everything. I didn't bring any landfill. So I think where I was trying to build it was actually correct. And we are one heat pipe short. Just a sneaky little heat pipe just missing right there. Cute. Pump. Now before I leave here, I've also got to build someone else. I've got to build peasant's name in the base. So I forget that I have to come all the way back here because what's the point of having a subscription, reward and then not doing it? Seems kind of rude. Actually, we should get onto that now. Okay, that doesn't have power, so it's not going to do very well in giving us power. Remember, sometimes you got to have power to make power. That I learned from Star Wars, probably. No, I didn't. There's lessons you learn from Star Wars, but it's not usually about power. Usually about trying to kill your dad. That's what I learned from Star Wars. Don't know why my dad was so keen on me watching it, but there I was. Oh. Probably be even better to connect to the right one. We almost have enough power, but also, well, we don't have enough power still. So we're going to copy one more row of these. And then we're going to need to figure out where to put the water in. That's okay. We can do that. I can figure out where to put water. Water's easy. Like, ain't nobody ever been harmed by water. Of course, we all know that's not true. People get harmed by water every single moment of every single day because water is evil. Also, we've run out of steel. Okay, well, now is probably the time to do a name. And we're going to need Nixie tubes, which is some iron. Yep, got iron. And okay. Now I gotta make sure I spell peasant's name right, otherwise he's gonna be like, I spelled your name right. Which would be the best reason to go wrong. Where is he? There we go. Good old Piezo. P-E-A-S-A-N-T. Do we do S-I? I think we do S-I, yeah. You're gonna do it properly, right? So, give me a P. Give me an E. And then I gotta see if anything's crapped out when I get back to make sure that Tara gets his reward. A. S. S. A-N-T. T. I know this is the most thrilling part of building a factory, but it's important. Important for the factory's lifeblood that you support the benefactors. If you wish to be a benefactor and get your name in the base and lights, you can sub. Or if you just want it in one light, you can do that too, just by paying 5,000 channel points. We've got a couple people who've done that. It's pretty fun. Hey, how you doing? Why have why are the lights not working? Hang on. What have I done with the lights? I've broken the gosh darn lights. Oh, anything not equal 0. Okay. They're working, but they're also not. Oh, I know why, because they've got not enough power. Okay. It'll work in a moment. How you doing, Evil Player? Hope you're doing well. What do we need? We still need more turbines, don't we? Really, that's going to be the problem. Until we get more turbines, power's going to be a little bit rubbish. We just build more of these. I mean, what's it going to hurt, right? Nothing. Victimless crime. And you know what the thing about victimless crimes are? There's no victims. So you know it's good. I mean, it's not good. It's still a crime, I suppose. We need still more iron gear wheels. They're coming along. Oh, should have quite a few actually. And copper plates. Yeah, we got tons of those. That's not a problem. And once we get that sorted, then we should be in a position that we don't really need to worry about power here, at least until we do. At some point we'll need to worry about power here. Like, I'll stuff it up at some point. Actually, thinking of power being stuffed up at some point, Boros, I want that to request twice the amount of uranium rods it currently requests. You know what? More than twice, just to make sure that if power doesn't come through anytime soon, it just sort of shuts things off. We're going to have a lot of uranium. It's not a problem. I know it sounds like a bold strategy. You off? Alright, take care. And just while that's happening, just a moment. Because Panda is stepping out, I'm going to turn off the Ask Panda a Question reward. Just because that seems like the right idea, because last time someone wanted to ask Panda a question while she was out, and I felt very silly and sad. Well, I refunded his points. So he can ask it again. Iron gear wheels. Okay, so hopefully this will get power running to some extent again. No, it won't, because we don't have any blimmin' heat pipes. I need more of those. I need more steel. If only someone was making more steel, right? Says as a joke, knowing he's making a lot more steel. So much steel you'd think it'd been stolen. And some power poles. One more heat pipe should do the job. Yeah. And then we'll reconnect this. We'll take 2 just in case. You never have too many heat pipes, I understand. Yeah, okay, so lights are on. Peasant's name is in the base, awesome, and now we just gotta make it flash with lights. And I'm just going to copy one of my other designs because, you know, if you've done it before, you can do it again. That's going to be moving too bloody fast. Actually, that's fine. So we need to get a fish. It's always important that all your circuitry is done by a fish, because fish are the smartest things. Why else would you put them in a Robotron? You know, I'm not wrong. I actually still don't understand why the fish are in the Robotron, but I guess that's just the nature of life, isn't it? Okay, fish. There it goes. And we're going to need a green cable, actually. We're going to need 2 green cables. I messed up my circuitry again. I am not the master of circuits. I don't think I need to tell anyone that. That was actually already connected. One day I plan to be the master of circuitry, but that day is not today. What we're going to do is fish equals 1. And that should be... Oh. These aren't reading, they're just... hold. Okay, good. Fish does not equal 1. We're going to go yellow. That's really slow and disappointing. You got to do better than that. There we go. Great. So now the station is named. Very important. Fuel is still coming in. That's very concerning. Concerning because it makes me think that we're gonna have other problems very soon. But that's all right. And meteorites are still coming down on us. And a fire alarm is going somewhere in the building. Heck yeah. Probably not in this building, actually, otherwise it'd be a lot louder. And it stopped. See? All you gotta do is just wait for the fire alarm to stop and everything will be okay. And what's the worst that could happen, right? Exactly. Nothing. Alright, and we just pop that in there. Pop that in there. Input priority is that side, of course. And that'll just keep feeding that along. So now what we're going to do is power these up. Oh yeah. And that'll take the rocks, the holmanite, and the core fragments all on a magical road trip. And this side should never stop. This side should always be going. Like both sides should always be going, but it looks pretty good at the moment. And we've still got plenty of time. So let's see how our base... Oh, Novice is going... Nope. Novice is going. Because if it's going as bad as I hope it isn't, hopefully we don't have any train jams, but if we do, of course, that means Tower gets their name in the base early. Bad news, Tower. Everything looks good at the moment. There's probably going to be a problem, though, I reckon. But yeah, look, I mean, base going okay. 100 vulcanite blocks. Why? Don't know, really. But that shouldn't be a problem anymore. That should just keep making stuff. So when we go back to Novice, we connect the rail network and everything that way, get that all sorted. That shouldn't take too long. Make sure the base is always requesting uranium. And then we can probably leave this base alone for a while. I think it'll be fine then. We do need to worry about the excess of vulcanite and cryonite, but I think it's okay as well for the moment. Alright, well, you know what? We were going to get an extra line ready for all this fulminite that I really wanted to have, so I don't think we're going to do it with red belts at this time. We'll just do it with yellow belts. Probably fine. As you can see, this is a bit of a spaghetti belt because I don't have any underground belts. Ah, and that's the one thing I was trying to avoid. Okay. Good. Getting done. Get her done, as they say. Do we want to build some repair packs? Might as well build that, fix up that bit where we crash landed, right? Seems polite. I just crash land on things and call it a day. I mean, we're not going to pick up these. No, we probably should. There's like a lot of scrap, and I mean, scrap can be used for other things, so. Okay. That scrap can be used to make other resources back on the main base, so that's okay. We still need another few thousand. So let's just real quickly turn this vulcanite into rocket fuel. Take too long. And then let's just make more rocket fuel. I can't find the rocket fuel that I literally just made. There we go. We got there. Okay, so any future launches, though, this shouldn't be too big a problem. With any future launches, we'll have this already filled up. Like all these tanks will be... Yeah. These tanks will already have rocket fuel, and I'm really hesitant about that, though. Yeah, they'll already have rocket fuel in there, so that should make all future launches a bit faster. We may need to speed up the launching of the rocket fuel into here, but that's probably not too big a deal right now. I mean, honestly, this base is just kind of done. I mean, it's going to make what it needs to make. It'll... The only thing we possibly speed up is just the pulverizers. I mean, look, you know what? We got the time. We're here. Let's speed up the pulverizers. It's infinite resources, no reason not to do it. There's more reasons to do it than not do it. And the only reason not to do it is can't be bothered, which is a terrible reason to not do anything. Which, you know, is also how I live my life, but... Alright, we get there eventually, don't we? We do. And maybe another steam turbine might be nice as well. Just for funds. I think we're still a little light on steam turbines. We're just short 2, yeah. And that'll push power up into a better place. And these... How's Boros going, actually? I've always been a little bit worried about Boros's defenses. But looks like they're handling themselves pretty well these days. Maybe we wouldn't be too bad by adding a few more Dragon's Teeth. Because Dragon Teeth are cool. Rock is in the way. Get out of the way, Rock. The era of Rock is over. You know the rules. Okay. I think that gives Dragon Teeth almost around the entire perimeter. It's going to be a pain when we move on because we want more Cryonite, but yeah, when you want Cryonite, it's time to cry all night. I mean, there's 5 million Cryonite there and it's not even going anywhere because we've got too much. So we might not need to worry about that. Let's see. Yeah, I think we could actually just go with a couple more pulverizers. And we no harm in having more of them. Might be a bit of harm in doing what I'm about to do, but that's alright. Oops. Got it. Yeah. Proud of myself. You gotta be proud of yourself, guys. Remember that. No matter what you do, you gotta be proud of yourself. That's today's Seif's inspirational lines. If that didn't inspire you, don't worry, I wasn't particularly inspired either. But, yeah, no, you gotta be proud of yourself. I'm not giving you an option here. Please be proud of yourselves. Alright, and that should be using more Holmanite than it's getting in. Sure, I could increase productivity, but I think we're good. You know what? We are good. We've got all the Holmanite we can fit. Launch. Oh, wants to go to an assured landing. Yes, launch on cargo full, and off we go. Space. Well, not space actually. Back to Novice. Back home. Back home. Please don't crash. Didn't crash. I mean, I guess it sort of does, but you know, in a acceptable, friendly way. And you know what? I actually want to change that because it did exactly what I was afraid of it doing. What? Holmanite. Get it right. And it just took a whole bunch of things that I really wish it didn't. Story of my life, frankly. You know what? I don't even want that. Just... I'm fighting at the moment. Sometimes you gotta fight. Okay. Good. So, now that we've done that... Yeesh. Now that's going to go to Njord, into the Njord landing pad. Meanwhile... Oh, okay. That base is finally collapsing. I don't care. It's just going to be loud for a little bit. Sorry, guys. Not much I can do about that. That's just called... It happens sometimes. Like, it'll fall apart. That's okay. We've been honestly waiting for that base to die for a while. Could we have pulled it apart and used its resources? Yeah, I suppose we could have. But we didn't. We gave up on that base a long time ago. How much copper does it have left? 61,000. Still a lot of copper, actually, but... green cargo... green signal when... No, we don't want to do that because it doesn't currently get us uranium in. But that is completely full of vulcanite. Yeah, we really need another way to get beryl in. Like beryl might be becoming a problem soon. You know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna switch these around. It's gonna be called rocket fuel pick. We're gonna swap these bad boys around, because that way we get to use the vulcanite. Now it's confused. That makes sense, I suppose. That one's now going to be called drop. It's very important that we rename those stations, otherwise it just doesn't make any sense. Because we get so much rocket fuel now, I don't think I care anymore. Empty cargo. We're going to have to fly back here in a moment. I kind of wish we didn't do this first, but then again, we do need to use up all that vulcanite, so it'll probably be fine. And we'll also change how often this rocket leaves. Right now it's every 30 minutes or so they're into orbit. We can probably just take that out to a lot less. So let's change the green signal train to... Oh, let's just go every 10 minutes. If it can leave every 10 minutes, you just leave. Because it's got shit to do, you know? We can't just sit around and wait for the future to change for us. We've got to change that future. You got to be the change you want to see in the world. And right now, what I want to see in the world is more rockets launching. I'm full of inspirational quotes today, aren't I? Most of them are stupid, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point is, I'm full of them. I'm full of shit, that's what I'm full of, let's be honest. Anyway. The next thing I want to do... Ooh! You came just for that, huh? Set filters. Out of curiosity, what is that actually wanting? It's wanting 500 uranium. Got 177. That's not enough. That's not enough. We don't have 177. You don't have close to that much. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, that is correct. Okay. So set filters. Why are you not seeing? Oh, because for some reason you're not looking at your request. Okay, now it's bringing it in. Yeah, bring it in, buddy. Bring it in. Now what we're also going to need, just to be awkward about this whole situation, is this to be wired up correctly. No, not like that. Definitely not like that. That puts us a positive number. I kind of need it to actually go into here, don't I? Because the weird way that I've wired this up. This is my fault, not anyone else's. Okay, so it's probably taken way more uranium than it needs to. But... hang on. I saw it taking uranium. Are you not taking uranium? Did you not feel like it? Oh. Hang on. You know, I don't think it actually causes any harm. Yeah. Except it kind of does. How did this one work? That one's connected to that. Oh, I see. I see what I've done wrong. Yeah, okay. So this does need to be connected to... No, not like that. Nope, that's not right either. What have I do? Okay. What did I do the first time? This has got a lot of things coming into it. The only thing that's going out is that. Makes sense. But the only thing going out is that, and everything else is on the inside. Oh, yeah, this shouldn't be connected to that. That's the problem. There's your problem. There we go. Now, we connect that, the main network, and it should be much happier now. Because now when the uranium starts coming in, should be going from negative 329. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's what we wanted. That was a little bit more complicated than it should have been, but that's my fault, not anyone else's. Let me speed this up as well. Speed them up by doing that. That way it's always producing fuel. High quality fuel. And getting through the vulcanite, which is actually very important as well. Let me just say that. I think we all agree that getting rid of vulcanite is top priority. Even getting rid of it's a bit mean. Like, we're not getting rid of it, we're just trying to use it up. Cryonite, on the other hand, is a little bit trickier because I don't think we need that much cryonite yet. We're going to need it. Right now we don't. Okay, so what else? What else is this thing going to possibly put out? It's also going to put out, as we know, core... It's going to put out core fragments. So as it's going to put out core fragments, what we need to do is go grab a box of crap. Where did I put my boxes of crap? Over here. There they are. That'll have to do. I think I carry core fragments, don't I? Apparently not. I always forget the way things work, so... Yep, that's good. Okay. And this will dawdle down here. Into what I will call where we put our core mining fragments. Which is... Just do that right. Yes, there we go. So that then spins around and around and gets me my more core fragments. We do also need to worry about stone. Stone is a similar problem, but I think it's slightly further down. Yes, it is. Okay. Now we've had a conversation about stone already, so we know how stone works. We can just put the stone, the holmanite in there. There's no reason to hold on to it. To holmanite onto. Sorry, I thought I had a joke there, and then I said it, and I was like, that was shit. No, we do not want to interrupt the fish. Interrupting a fish would be a bad idea. I don't think I need to tell anyone why interrupting a fish is a bad idea. Very obvious. Very obvious. Oh, Holmanite is actually full of Holmanite. Well, can we get in that train? Probably not. Probably really dangerous to try and get in a train that's moving at that speed. We can race. Oh, I'd love to just try and land and then get on the train without dying. That's not happening now. The train's faster than I am. But I would have loved to try. But I was a coward. I had my chance and I blew it on cowardice. I'm sorry, everyone. I've let you down. And I hope it's not the. I hope it's the first time I've let you down. I hope it's not the only time I've let you down. I hope it's only the first time I've let you down. But I admit that I did let you down, and I hope one day you can forgive me for letting you down in such a heinous way. Because I should have jumped on that train like a true hero. Instead, I didn't, like a true zero. But, do we have radars? We do. Excellent. Holmanite should made. How's Holmanite going? Going into the boxes. Heck yeah. I don't remember if we have a Holmanite train, but if we do, I'd appreciate it if it existed. Whoa. Okay, clearly that part does not have a radar. That was spooky. Just like, bam! No radar for you, buddy. We do need more of these ions, though. That's okay. Because Holmanite, I feel, is a resource we're going to need a lot of. For a lot of reasons. Most reasons because I want lots of Holmanite. I think I just got sulfuric acid in my steam. It's usually not where you want your sulfuric acid. I shouldn't need to explain that to anyone for any particular reason. I think it's pretty obvious. Okay, there we go. So, that's more ions. They're going to come in. They're made out of vulcanite, which we have tons of, and plastic, which is near infinite. And this is jammed up for reasons that are so obvious. Don't even know why we bother. No, seriously, why are they jammed up? Oh, because there's Holmanite in there. Gross. Not where Holmanite belongs. Could have told anyone that. This is jammed up for a new reason. Because, oh, actually, hang on, hold up. That shouldn't be happening. That goes in that way. Goes in that way. Where is the... Oh, yeah, no, that is wrong. I see. That should be like that, right? It should be like that. Okay, so we connected that slightly wrong, but that's okay. That's the whole point of doing these things. You find where you made mistakes. The answer is all over the gosh darn place. No, we're still getting it wrong too. Why? Wrong coming into there. Oh! Yeah, that's strange. Strange way to do it. But again, the point is, you learn, you live, you laugh, you learn. As they say. Like all humans. . Look, I think we just go and pick up the Holmanite now. I think there's any other place to pick it up from. I think it's just fine where it is. So yeah, come get me Holmanite. And then let's figure out how to get Holmanite into space, and then let's figure out how to use it and make my Tesla ammo so I can just shoot a lot of bugs real quick. This shouldn't be the reason I'm wanting to get like this new advanced tech. Like, the only reason I want to get it, just want to shoot bugs real good. Like, that's not a great reason. Yeah, well, I don't see you wanting to shoot bugs. I think everyone wants to shoot bugs. Like, ever since bugs were invented, people were like, how do I shoot them? So we're not going to get a lot of Holmanite in the first run, but that's okay. The first run is more about just getting it in the first place. And that's exciting. You know, we've got a new metal we did not have before. And I understand in the 80s people really liked new metal. They were always talking about new metal. They were like, oh, but they were spelling weird. They're spelling like NU metal. I don't know what they're talking about. It's like, I don't know, tin. They just discovered tin and they were very excited about it. I actually don't know what new metal is, I'll be honest. I know it's a genre of metal, but I could not tell you what it's about. I'm not a metalhead, so I don't really know. I listen to a lot of... I don't even know what I listen to anymore. My music tastes are very stupid. So... looking for that train jam still, Tara. Haven't found it yet. But once we get our space trains, you guarantee that we'll get something up there that'll break. I guarantee something will break in a way that we could have never predicted. Unless, you know, we put the most minor thought into it, and then we'd be like, oh, yeah, obviously. Obviously that would have broken it. Okay, let's get some storehouses. I just need some steel. Because at the moment I think this thing doesn't make enough vulcanite. Like, I think that was the original plan. I'm like, no, that's not enough. Don't worry about train jams. Oh, no. Look, if one doesn't come, you'll get a name in the stars. Otherwise, the name will forever immortalize where I've messed up. But, you know, either way, it's fun, right? Like, that's the important thing. The important thing is no matter what happens, it'll be for a funny reason. And I'll be like, well, that's it. That's the place. Bake them away, toys. Actually, let's have this real high up. So that way we can connect into a way that's not stupid. Like, train jams are just the inevitable. They're like Thanos. Perfectly balanced in every way. I know that's not the thing that's perfectly balanced in every way is, but I think it's just funny to say Thanos was perfectly balanced in every way. I need to read more about Thanos. I don't really know what his dealio is. I'm sure he's a lot more interesting than the comics portrayed him to be. Then again, name every MCU film, right? Every villain's a little bit more interesting than the MCU made them to be. Okay. Now that is not a lot of Holmanite, but it's enough to get started. I was watching like a podcast type thing, like a video podcast about the Hawkeye show, and they're really good. Like, guys, Mr. Sunday Movies, they analyze the show, and oh, here's some fun stuff you didn't know, and I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't know any of that. But I just really want to read the Hawkeye comic that storyline has come from. So, I wasn't a big fan of Hawkeye before, and I think I've said that before, but the more I watch this show, I'm just like, damn, Hawkeye's actually pretty cool. He just never had his time to shine in the MCU because, again, it's all about gods and freaking super people, and then there's just a man who's is good with a bow and arrow. And you're like, that's kind of lame. You know what? Let's improve this throughput. Because now what we've done recently... Why is it like that anyway? Did we not do this? The answer is, of course, we could do this. Why didn't we? That's the real question. Now, the next question I'm going to ask is a real big one. Is what if this? What if I thought this was a good way to load a rocket? The ultimate Marvel what if, isn't it? Why are you not loading a rocket? Oh, because I didn't actually set you guys to load properly. No, they're all broken now. Oh, because there's no capsule in it. Really? No capsule? That's an interesting problem that I hadn't considered would be possible. Oh, wait, I think I know what's wrong. Let's go to orbit. Just launch it, please. You've got a bunch of capsules in you. Maybe you should launch if capsules equals like 5. Are you? I hope not. No, I've got sound playing here. Everything's set. Yeah, okay. Don't know what's going on, Nexus. Well, I don't know why I'm saying like I don't know what's going on, Nexus. You literally can't hear me. You good now? Was I muted? Ah, that'll do it. So Nexus, I want to show you the astronomic base. I need to show you this because otherwise we have the Nexus Null astronomic base. You are in charge now of making sure we can continue getting into the stars. That is your responsibility. You want an extra L? Of course you can get an extra L. Of course you can. That's not a problem. Won't cost you a cent either. Once I figure out how to get back into orbit. No, of course not. I wouldn't do that to you. It's just a little bit of a pain. No, you know what? I can do it. It's not a problem. Do that. Do that. Look, I'm going up to space in a moment anyway, so I'll do it then. E should be greater than 2. What does E mean? E is greater than 2, isn't it? E... Oh, but nothing's actually connected to it. That's the problem. Derp. I'm going up to space now anyway. I've got a new resource. I'm about to make some new science, so it's the time to do it. Okay, and there we go. Loading the Holmanite, loading the iron. Ah, it's all good stuff. Good to see it. And some coal. I don't know what that's doing there, but I'm pleased to see it regardless. Sometimes you don't know what you're getting in life, but sometimes it's just a lot of coal. Something wants the coal. So, is everything up there that I need up there before I start thinking about it too much? We should have uranium in here. Uranium, uranium. We do. Okay. I'm just going to sit in here for a second. Do we have everything we need to make energy catalogs? We got all those things. That's easy. You have these things? Yeah. Oh, actually, do we? I'm pretty sure we do. I'm pretty sure there's a stone line that's pulling from there somewhere. Yep, there's a stone line. Great. Okay, that's good. What else have I missed? Right, let's just keep going, shall we? So ion stream, we can make all that stuff. That's easy shit. That. Wait, hang on. Did that just say I need lasers? I don't think we have lasers in space. So let's just chuck a bunch of lasers up there anyway, shall we? Not like lasers are going to hurt anyone. Well, I mean, okay. Allow me to rephrase that. Lasers could hurt someone, but it's unlikely. Right? Right. Okay, so chuck the lasers in there. Let's chuck some other stuff in there. Like, let's be honest, we don't care about all this stuff. Fish! Put the fish in there! Gotta put the fish in there! That's why they call it nuclear fission. I'm not apologizing for that. Alright, so... I do a little bit, actually. All that stuff is quite doable. Plasma generator. Yeah, that's quite doable as well. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that stuff can be made. Good. Moving on. Polarization data. Multispectral mirrors are a pain. They'll be a bit easier once we get iridium, but I don't think it's happening for a little while. And radiation data, we're ready for that. Uranium fuel cells. We're not ready for that. We'll go grab some fuel cells. Glad I checked. That should be pretty good at this point. Oh, make sure we don't have anything trash slots, because otherwise the bots will just take it. Oh no! What happened? How'd your factory get corrupted? Absolute travesty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried, does it work if you load the saves? Like the autosaves? That's pretty rough. Oh, the Holmanite's still coming through. Did we have like a new supply of... No, that's all of it. Okay. Look, I think we're about ready to go into space again. Put on your spacesuit, boy, because otherwise you're gonna die in space again. Don't want to die in space, do you, boy? Boy, do you want to die in space today? You can do it today if you want. No, I don't want to die in space. Okay, welcome to space. Alright, so first thing we got to do, this is the most important thing we got to do, is... Wonder what these are doing here. Oh, hey, thanks, Nubcake Jake. Welcome to the stream, and welcome everyone along for the ride. If anyone's wondering what's going on over here, we are playing C-Block. No, C-Block, no. Space Exploration. Don't mind this space and C-Block. We're playing Space Exploration. We are beginning to get space sciences. And we've just come up to the base to try and make a new one. So first off, we've got to just make a little fix here. There we go, Nexus. Your name's now in the right color. So how was your stream, Nubcake? Nubcake Jake? I don't know if I never know where to call people. I don't know if I say by the whole name or just like the shortened name. It was good? What'd you get up to? Okay, so where do we start? Well, where do we start is actually a question of where do we literally physically start. I think we're going to start over here this way. Oh yeah? Like, is this the new Halo? Is the new Halo out or is it still just the multiplayer? I thought it was a beta, but I don't really play a lot. I haven't really played Halo since Halo 3. Is it good? I hope it's good. I used to love the campaign of Halo. It was my favorite part. I wasn't very good at any other part of Halo. Rather rubbish, actually. Well, that's good to hear. Still Master Chief, or have they changed it to like a different Spartan now? I know these may be really silly questions, but I'm like, as I said, I haven't played Halo since Halo 3. Like the whole gang there, aside from people who may have died in a previous Halo. Okay, back to the Master Chief. Good to hear. And I used to play the heck out of Halo 1. Like, I don't know why I did this, but I bought like original Xbox on day one of release in New Zealand, which was, to be fair, like a year behind America. I don't know why, but it just, that was what the world was back then, I suppose. But yeah, so I got my Xbox on day one with like working pretty minor job at a supermarket, so I didn't get grocery store for those from other countries. So I wasn't really getting paid that much, but I was like, you know what, I need Halo, and I don't know why, but I was like, I need to buy the Xbox, and I need to buy Halo. Like, I just had to have it. And then I had it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. And it was, and I must have finished it like 4 times. You know, did the whole LAN party thing with friends. It's good times, actually. You know, it's one of those, those were the days, you know, where things were simple. Radiation facilities weren't real. Radiation facilities are always real, let's be honest. Radiation facility needs to be built right now. And yeah, Halo was good times. So I'm glad to hear that it's still good and still enjoyable. And I had like a rule, it just happened this way, that I would get like each Halo earlier than the previous one. So Halo 1 I got on release day, and then Halo 2 I got at like midnight. Which, by the way, midnight New Zealand means I got it like before most people did, unless they had an early copy. So that was pretty cool. Like, I was somehow accidentally at front of the line. I didn't push in. I just happened to be there when they opened the line. They were like, yeah, the line begins now. I was standing at the counter. I'm like, well, I'm not moving now. And then I worked in an electronics store when Halo 3 came out, and my boss was super cool. And I was like, can I get the game before it comes out? And he's like, yeah, you know head office hates it when we do this, and we're not allowed to do it. I'm like, yeah, but can I? And he's like, of course you can. I don't fucking care. I was like, yeah. I don't know why he would let us do that. Like, our store got in big trouble one year because we started selling like Gears of War 2 like a week before it was out, and everyone was like, electronic EB Games, or GameStop, I think it's called in America, was like, they're selling the game of the year before it's out, and we're not allowed to sell it. And they were like, well, they know they shouldn't be. It's like, yeah, but all their stores are selling it early, except our one. Our store was good because I managed that shit. But anyway, and they're like, well, okay, here's the solution. You guys never get a game before it comes out ever again. Like, never. We won't even ship it to your warehouse until the day it comes out. So then we just never got things in by time. And we still took pre-orders because we were shitty that way. So people were like, I'm here to pick up the game that's out. It's like, we don't have it yet. When you're getting it? Probably tomorrow. And they're like, but I pre-ordered it. And it's like, yeah, well, we don't have it. It was a shitty store. Shitty store, and they put us in a lot of shitty situations like that. But hey, the store doesn't exist anymore, so it's fine. That's the end result of that story. Store died. I don't care. It's the only time I ever worked in retail, and you know, it was. Some people like retail. I don't know how, but some people do, and I understand that. But I was not one of those people. Yikes. Where's my radiation facility? There it is. Okay. So just I'm about to click. There we go. So, oh, we can also centrifuge shit here. That's cool. That's cool. We're not going to. We want radiation data. Now, this is the easiest one because all you got to do is send up some radiation and just go meh, and hopefully it works. So maybe this is the one I should be building first. It's the easiest one. This one looks like it might be a little more difficult because it needs plasma generators, a stone, chemical gel. No. Copper plate. Yeah, this one's going to be a bit more of a pain. So let's do this one. So we've built the plasma generator. Always good. Then we need a particle accelerator. Okay, got to accelerate those particles. I don't think I need to tell anyone that. Everyone knows about particles. We've seen them. You've seen TV. You know what a particle is like. But yeah, after getting Halo 3 like the week before it came out, then it's just like Halo 4 came out and it was like on the Xbox One. The Xbox One was after the 360, right? Gosh, I don't even remember anymore, but it was on the Xbox One and I'm just like, don't care. But what do you mean you don't care? You love Halo. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to get it out. I'm not going to get it the like day before release. I need to get it a month before release at this point to keep the trend, and that's not happening. I am joking. I wasn't that much of an arrogant little brat about it. Well, maybe I was. Who knows? I'm more just playing it up for laughs. There's things in there. Can we... Oh. They're only allowed to make one at a time. But yeah, so... And at that point, I never played Halo again. Not for any reason. It just didn't happen. Yeah. My story of Halo. What a great story, right? I'm sorry if you were all on the edge of your seat while I forgot how words worked. Alright, so. Stone is not something that ever goes on the belt, so we're not going to put it on the belt. We're just going to do a request chest. And we're going to do that by just grabbing some of these old green boys. We find them. There's some green boys. So we're going to just do a request chest for stone. We're also going to need chemical gel. It's called chemical gel? Yeah, chemical gel, which... Oh yeah, we can bring that through here. That's fine. That's easy. Okay. How much of this do we need? Probably a lot. But now let's just put 2 of them down because we've made 2 of them. That's logical sense, I reckon. Yeah, that's good. So we'll go... Oh, and also we need to change this to our space setup because nothing's going to be made if we don't set up the space setup. Put it in a box for now. Probably don't need some of those things. Definitely don't need landfill. I'm in space. What am I going to do? Honestly. Who am I kidding? No one. No one's falling to my shit today. Okay. So we need some belts. We need some of these undergroundy boys. We need my long pipes. Hell yeah, we need long pipes. One thing I know, I'm well known for my long pipes, if you know what I mean. Anyway. I'm not known for my long pipes. I'm not a plumber. If I was a plumber, though, I'd be known for... Call you a plumber? Well, I'm not changing the name again. No. Still gone wrong. Okay. So if we put this over here, and we just do a little bit of a scooch. A little bit of a scooch. Nice. We didn't scooch enough. Scooch a bit more, please. A bit more scooching. Okay, we've scooched appropriately. Then we need to get the chemical gel over there. Actually, if we do this way, we can just fly there. Fly me to the facility and let me play somewhere else. This is not how the song goes, but I don't give a hell. Anyway, that's a new version of Fly Me to the Moon. I wasn't particularly proud of it, but there we go. I was wondering if I should use the word elk, and I was like, fly me to... I don't know. As I say, I'm not particularly proud of that one. It's not the worst rendition of a song that I've done before, but it's certainly far from the best. I need the smoke to go away so I can see where the heck I am. I'm here. Good to know. Excuse me. No, it's a little bit long. My pipe was too long this day. There were complaints. Mostly from myself. You know, if I did it like this work? It does. Fantastic. That's a really cool idea, actually. Use this long junction space pipe to connect things that way. Huh. That's neat. Hadn't ever considered that. Okay, so we need stone. We knew that. We've discussed that for a while. So if we get the stone... Probably on this side. And of course we're going to need some... What do you call it? The things which let the boys come in. Not the milkshakes, it's a different thing. The milkshakes bring the boys to the yard, but there's no milkshakes here, so I don't really know what the boys are doing. I never really know what the boys are doing, but they're there anyway. I wish they wouldn't be here, but... That's just the way of the boys. Can't control the boys. I suppose we should do that too. How long does this take to make these? 30 seconds. Oh, we may not have enough of these. But if we don't, we can just make more. It's not actually a big deal. It's not spooky. Okay. So then ion stream. Okay. So, oh, actually, if we do this right... So, particle accelerator is next, I believe. Yeah. Hey, thanks for following up, Cake Jake. Or Jake. What do you prefer to be called? I'm sorry. I've checked out your Factorio stream before, but I don't actually know what you prefer to be called, and now I'm anxious about it that I'm calling you the wrong thing. Both are fine? Alright then. I really believe names are important in streams. I know it's kind of silly, but I'm like, if someone calls themselves something like it's a chosen name, and I'm just like, you don't want to get someone's chosen name wrong. They chose it. You know, it's important to them. I think a lot about it. the point that it's probably a little over excessive. It's one of my favorite things about internet culture, though, to be fair. It's like the name someone chooses to be recognized and why people choose a name is just like the most fascinating thing for me. Like, for example, in my choice, I'm known as SeiferKatt. Why? Well, because I like cats. That's one. That's a very common example. But the other one is because I think it's just kind of funny, like having cat in your name and then spelling cat wrong. Because, you know, it's C for cat, C for cat. If you are new here and you didn't know that, it's actually blown people's minds before. Or if you're not new here and that's blown your mind, let me know, because it's blown people's minds before to the point that they were just like, "Holy shit! You have to explain to everyone why your name's SeiferKatt." And I'm like, that's really not required. But the guy was really drunk. Mind blown? There you go. And it's just bad spelling all around. I used to be really bad at spelling as a child. Like atrociously bad. Because I wouldn't do my homework because I was too cool for that and I had video games to play. It's the common every child of our generation's excuse, I believe. But I was just like, nah, I don't want to. And eventually my parents were like, you have to learn how to spell. Otherwise, they're gonna, like... You know, I don't even know what the punishment was. It was just you have to do your freaking homework. And I'm like, My mum was just like, sit with me every day as I, like, recited the same spelling for, like, words over and over again. Like, I was trying to spell the word... Like, it was the thing that whenever you got a word wrong in anything that you wrote, you had to, like, write it down in a little book. And then for the next spelling test on the Friday, you had to like, okay, spell that word correctly, you shit. They weren't aggressive like that, but it's funny. And I'd be like, okay, fine. It's like, how do you spell the word because? I'm like, I don't freaking know. You know, I just give up immediately. And then I had a little song for it, which is B-E-C-A-U-S-E. And if I spelled it wrong there, then I've learned nothing. B-E-C-A-U-S-E. There we go. I think that was right. And I'd have to spell it every time. If I spelled it wrong, I've let my family down. But, you know, it wouldn't be the first time. It won't be the last. But yeah. How's this go? There goes the power. Wait, did my power go down? Oh, shit. Shit! That's alright. Power's easily fixed. Thank you, Tara. Master of trains and satellites, apparently. Very busy job for you, Tara. You got a lot of responsibilities. At some point, I might be moving these further out, I think. You know what? I could just look at the usage of the accelerator. Fine. Oh, then again, I did just add a shit ton of power. Yeah. Oh, wait. Does the accelerator use a lot of power? Holy shit! Okay, I didn't notice there was 103 megawatts. Oh, wow. I see what you mean. There goes the power. Without seeing anything, you're like, power just collapsed. And I'm like, wow, you really picked that up, huh? Okay, that's a lot of power that I had not considered for. Just a tip, yikes. I guess a particle accelerator does take up a lot of power when you think about it, doesn't it? I've heard a lot about particle accelerators. I was reading today about how the real big one, the Large Hadron Collider, broke because baguette fell into it. Or piece of baguette. Brilliant idea. I've got those. 20 is a lot less than 100. That's just math. There we go, 20 megawatts. That's just good math right there. But yeah, I was reading how the Large Hadron Collider, a bird dropped like a piece of baguette into it and it just broke it. Which I'm like, what the hell is a bird doing near the Large Hadron Collider? Just get more power? That is... Look, we can do both. Best of both worlds, Nexus. Get more power and... be more efficient. I just wanted to say, and have a bird drop like a piece of bread and a baguette. No, and a particle accelerator. I'm like, that's not how words work. That's not what we're doing at all. And that's actually not connected properly. But yeah, that should fix that problem. Damn, that blew my mind. I did not expect that to be using so much power. No one accelerator should take all that power. Nine gigawatts in space just from solar? Yeah, I mean, solar's pretty good for power, isn't it? It's really good. Mark II? You mean the Mark II solar powers generators? Or are you talking about like the one that I'm about to be getting very soon, hopefully? At least when I'm not researching Tesla guns, because screw biters. Oh, this needs another... Wait. Oh, it's a part of... Wait, do we not have that? I don't think we've got that. Yeah, well, I've got... Now you've written that, I cannot remember what it's called. My goodness, Holomite? Holominium? Hololive? What is it actually called? Not Hololive, obviously. Holmnium. 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 My wife has returned, and she takes off her headphones, all she hears me saying is going, Holmnium. This is not the weirdest thing she's walked into me saying, so that's nice. I mean, sometimes just... I'm having one of my episodes. How's the gym? Was good? Right. Yeah, people are really excited to be working out right now. Yeah, people working out at 9, they figured that if you go work out at 9, there'll be no one there. And that's where they're wrong, because everyone goes, haha, we'll all figure out the same thing. The speed modules all the way. I mean, yeah, I think that's the step 2. First they came for the efficiency modules, then they came for the speed modules. I can't use productivity modules in space, which is the saddest thing. I wish I could, but I'm not allowed to, ever since the incident. Still my favorite phrase to say. It makes people so concerned when you say ever since the incident, and they're like, what happened? And it's like, nothing, I'm just making shit up to confuse people. I have no idea why people like to talk to me at work. They really shouldn't. I'm just the worst. Alright, so blank data cards, we can do those. They can come from over here. Maybe they're forced to. Maybe that's actually what happens. They're like, we have to go talk to Seif. Shit. But then again, that's what you get for working with me. You have to when you work with me, you have to deal with me. You do work with me. We're still sort of in lockdown. You still have to work with me. So my wife and I, we work for different companies, but because we're still sort of in a lockdown in New Zealand, it's not a proper lockdown anymore. It's sort of eased a little bit, but we work across from each other. We've got our board game table has been converted to a workspace, and she has to work next to me. And I think she just posts memes about hating your coworker all the time, and I don't know what she's trying to tell me. I think she hates her coworkers that she works with, and I don't think she's talking about me. You know, it's like, oh, that face you make when your coworker won't stop bothering you. Just immediately after, I was like, oh, Panda, check out this image of a cat. Oh, Panda, check out this dog. Hey, I had a thought about Marvel. It's what she has to deal with all the time. I'm watching her look at me as I'm doing this. And now she's nodding. Well, I've been put in my place as usual. No, I haven't. Not yet. Not yet. I'm going to go sit in a box. Hell yeah. I'm a cat. I love sitting in boxes. Anyway. Away from that madness. I'm sorry for everyone who had to witness that. Okay, so we've almost got part of what we need. We just need to get our thermofluids. Now what we could do, and what the suggestion has been, is we bring the thermofluids over here and cool them. So we need 25 degrees and we need to get down to 100. which is actually 2 steps. Alternatively, we could bring the cold thermofluid down here and around. That's probably a bad idea, but I mean, if you're here and you're not used to bad ideas being the thing that I've done, welcome. I'm sorry, but this is about to happen again. So we're going to pull this down and around through. You know what? You know what? We just do this. We can have a pipe of just all my thermofluids coming straight through here. Obviously not like that. That's incorrect. I don't think I need to tell anyone that that's wrong. But sorry, I just love I got a great plan, and just immediately all the pipes stick together. I'm like, that wasn't quite the plan. Okay, so we're going to need to get the warm thermofluids, obviously, because otherwise can't cool it. Well, you know, I don't care about the warm thermofluids right now. I want to get the negative 100-degree fluids, because that's the fun one, right? Start with the fun stuff. Because otherwise, what's fun about life, you know? Ah, hell, it doesn't work that way. Okay. Always start with the fun stuff. That's my excuse. It's like, you know, when you're eating dinner and you've got a dessert later, eat the dessert first. You know? Who's going to tell you no? I mean, probably everyone. But, you know, what do they know? They're not eating dessert right now. And there you are with a mouthful of cake going, oh, nom, nom, nom. Also, don't talk with your mouth full. It's gross. I don't know where this story's going. I'm sorry. Like, I started off, like, giving, like, dumb life lessons, and now I'm here just giving you etiquette lessons. Like, you don't need this shit from me. I'm the last person that should be giving etiquette lessons. Maybe not the last person, but certainly not the first person. Okay, we're going to need 15 length pipes. Probably a few of them, too. Okay. This is good. And that gets the fluids further around on the base. Shoot, that was the wrong place. Okay. Undo, undo, undo! Mistakes were made! Undo the mistakes of the past! Do those mistakes of the past as well? Stop making mistakes of the past or present or future and you should be fine. Gosh. Nice. Speed modules are a lot more fun than efficiency modules. I agree. Speed modules are the eating dessert before your dinner of factory construction. Yeah, this is the top one, so it stays on the top. They are better for UPS, that is true. But I mean, if you have less nuclear reactors, that's also better for UPS. However, I don't know what the ratio of how that works would be. And I mean, I know people are like, well, if you really... I'm using them. Yeah, I just realized when you're worried about UPS, you don't tend to use nuclear reactors. Yeah, but see, nuclear reactors, if they get hit by a rock, they explode. And at that point, that should be all the answers you need. Because things... I love how we've just got all these discarded drones just all over the place in the main thoroughfare. Originally I was worried about that, and now I just don't care. Bad drone dad, hashtag. I'm sorry I said hashtag, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, So that is another... Okay, so now we are making the first of the data cards, potentially. But we do need to get the warm, gross thermofluid out of here. So... that is how it is. You got to get the warm, gross thermofluid out of there. Alright, well you take care. Thanks for coming. I need to make that a slight bit smaller. And we're going to need still more. We're going to use a lot of pipes doing this, actually. That's okay. That's... while we're doing this, it just means more pipes are going to be sent up here. Like, that's the good thing about having the production pipeline as it is. That everything will just come up when it bloody feels like it. Like, if I check Novice right now, we should get a lot of pipes in there. I especially look at the right place, which is the ship. No. There's no pipes in there right now. I think we may have just had a launch recently. That might be why everything's just a little bit excited about what's going on. They're like little bees. Very excited little bees. What's going on? Whoa, 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 what happened in Kamar? Oh, the copper got hit? Eh. That's not really required. It's not a copper base. Still bad, but also I don't care that much. Oh, we need some more pipes. Now, surely it's requesting pipes now. It is. Now it's just going to make a lot of pipes. Alright, it'll get there. Might need to bring up more space pipes actually, but then again, how often are we going to need to do this of this level? I would hope not often. What we might also do is set up a pump going this way. I don't really need everything logged up on that side. I'd rather it be thermally cooled. Yeah, so we're going to be spending a lot of time up here in space while we sort out what's going on up here, because we really want to get at least the next energy level science done before we move on. Now, two things happen here. One, it either makes the card that we need, which is good, or it makes a junk data card, which is fine if it does that. If it makes the card we need, great. If it doesn't, it's going to do what it does. I can't really stop it. And then we have to go reformat it because it made a stupid data card. It tried, but it's also stupid. Yeah, I like to think that I've got a lot in common with junk data cards. I also try, but, you know, sometimes I just get reformatted. That got sad. Okay, good. Okay. Now we've got plenty of room to expand on this should we need to later, which may be required. It's at this point that I realize, why didn't I just set up everything that I need? Like, I just am doing them ad hoc? Like, that's ridiculous. Ain't nobody getting anything done that way. Polarization data is a pretty simple one. Needs cold thermofluid. Everything seems to need cold thermofluid. What's the next one to do? Polarization's pretty simple, actually. Radiation data. Hey, radiation data taken easy. Let's just start it. Let's just do it. We got 3 of these facilities. Let's build with plenty of space. So all we need to do is just get the radiation in here. How many are these going to make? 15 per minute? How many are you going to make? 5 per minute. That might be enough then. That blender made a scary sound. I don't know if you heard that on your end, probably not, but my wife blended something after her gym trip. Probably some sort of smoothie, if I'd take a guess. Probably healthy, so I stay away from it whenever possible. Okay, well, let's just do the radiation one. Actually, okay, here's the plan. If we can get these bots traveling the least distance possible, the happier I'll be. So that one's easy. What else do we need? We need electric circuit and copper plate. Well, actually, that one's probably the next easiest one to do, right? Because that one just needs holmium and just holmium, really. Because electric circuits we can bring up here as well. Yeah, okay. Here's the trick. Here is the freaking trick. Okay. Do it this way. Yeah, well, that doesn't seem to be helpful that much. It's like, well, it's not yet, but it's about to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to put green circuits on that line right here, right now. I'm being parroted. And yeah, so we're going to go whoop, which is the official sound of a belt being made. And we're going to split. And then it's going to be sad because I guess there's not enough space in my inventory. I don't know. We do that. Okay. Then... yeah, so we're not doing radiation right now. Just put those away for now, please. The idea is the copper goes up that way. When the copper goes up that way... oh, you guys can take all that? Sure, great. Thank you very much. Thank you for clearing my inventory space a little bit. I apparently have a bunch of rocket science. That's not something I should just be carrying around in my pockets. Now, polarization... no, conductivity data. It's going to produce contaminated scrap. That's a pain. That's alright. We can deal with that. It always produces contaminated scrap. Ugh. Gross. So we need an electromagnetics facility, and I believe we are building those? I remember hearing about them. Okay, there we go. Now, this one again is pretty simple. Give me both. That's the warm, gross stuff. Good. And warm grow stuff go into warm grow stuff place. There we go. So, then we connect this belt. Could have just done that, right? And put it up this way. We're also going to move this along just a tad. That was too many tads. The idea is we want to have one here and one here. So that's the amount of tads that we want to move this. Just always get the number of tads correct. You know what? I still don't think our tads were correct. Okay. Because the whole point is this can grab those, and then Holmanite, which is, of course, the metal we're very excited to see. If we can move it a smaller distance, I'd probably be a bit happier with that. So, do a request chest for Holmanite, like over here. Holmanite plating, how many of those? Maybe like 500. It's probably a bit much, but at the same time, it's fine. So we're building this with plenty of space to expand, because this is one thing we learned from astronomics. It's things take more space than we thought. You'd think we would have learned that from playing literally every part of Factorio, but no, it's all new. New information. Okay. Looking good. So that should not actually do much right now because it's not connected properly. But when it's connected, then it'll do what we need it to. Okay, so we need the data cards. And for now, we will... What's this going to do? It's going to output conductivity data. Well, the good news about this is it never produces junk data cards. So that's kind of handy, actually. How many of these does it produce? It produces one. It's a bit slow, but it'll do the job. And as I said, we can always make this stuff faster when we need to a bit. Like we can put speed modules in, or we could just improve things. The important thing is it's going to make the data we need. And also contaminated scrap, but there's not much I can do about that last part. Let's just drop a few things that have ended up in my inventory that I didn't really want that many of. Let the bots take them. How are we going for the next launch, by the way? Nope, wrong one. The next launch is probably not too far away unless... Yeah, it's probably a couple of minutes away. Provided that we can make a few more cargo rocket sections. Which it looks like we've run out of beryllium. How did we run out of beryllium? Because this is stuck again. Yeah, too much cryonite, that's the problem. Cryonite, more like cry all night, you have too much cryonite. And we might actually stop Kamar from launching right now. Where's this capsule? Oh no, I was worried about this happening one day. Capsule was in slightly the wrong place. Now we should have done something to prevent that from ever being possible. The good news is Kamar cannot launch right now. The bad news is Kamar can't launch right now. So, yep, that's fine. That's a problem for another day, but that's technically not a train being stuck. So Tower doesn't get his name on that. Don't worry, trains will get stuck. You know what, let's just check real quick. Just do a train check. How are we doing with the trains? Are they stuck? Doesn't look like anyone's stuck at the moment. Everyone looks like they're in a good way. Don't worry, that'll be fixed. Don't you worry about that. Okay, so how are we doing for oxygen? 21? Okay, we're fine. We are good on oxygen. We have like a whole box of scrap here. That shouldn't exist. That should be going over to here. Every one of these makes us a scrap, so okay. Not what I was over here for, but look, let's fix this now while we've noticed a problem. We're over here for a very different reason, but that's okay. It'll get the scrap taken now. Oh. Gotta have a good scratch sometimes, you know the rules. Gotta scratch. Gotta scratch the furniture, that's what you gotta do. Okay, so I was again trying to pick up more scaffolding. And again, not actually picking up more scaffolding. Okay, that's possibly too much scaffolding. Always complaining, aren't I? Too much scaffolding, not enough scaffolding. Me, 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 me. Alright. Contaminated scrap. That can go here and it's going to go into a box. Which is going to be a provider chest, which I don't have steel or literally anything else because I dumped everything in a stupid way. That'd be right. Steel is located here. Cannot take steel plate. Well, I want it. You're not the boss of me. Thank you. So I'm going to go past the provider chest and we're going to not have any space. That's fine. The whole point of this is we're going to put the past provider chest, put the contaminated scrap in the past provider chest, and then also put some roboports somewhere. I don't know. I didn't really thought that far ahead, apparently. There. There we go, and that'll take the contaminated scrap when it gets around to it. Okay, so now we've got 2 of the 4 types of data cards we need for this science pack. Which is very, very good. We're very excited by this logic. Now, the next one, I think the last one we're going to do is radiation, because that seems like the... They're all kind of simple, actually. Polarization. Let's just do polarization. Radiation seems to be the easiest one, which is kind of funny, because you'd think radiation would be the hard one. But no, radiation's simple. I guess everything, like... Who understands polarization? Like, no one. Magnets, no one can explain magnets. Radiation, everyone emits radiation. That's easy. Everyone gets that. Everyone is radioactive and everyone understands how that works. So we make them here. Okay. We need a laser facility. Yeah, we don't make laser facilities right now. So we're going to go to our mass producer, not what it's called, a space manufacturer, and we're going to be like, hey, can you just make those, please? Thank you. We're just going to let it make its things. And we're going to need a lot more of these in future. I think one stack was not enough. Hey Fraser, welcome Battle Cow. Welcome to the stream. I know you are not the Battle Cow. Same way that, you know, Bruce Wayne is not Clark Kent. I mean, that is actually also true because I messed up. But Bruce Wayne is not Clark Kent. Like, that's pretty obvious. They are two different people. They have been seen in a room at the same time. Oh gosh, I know, right? I've had a fan on me all day and I'm just like, nope, I just can't handle the heat today. It's ridiculous. Oh, not a sweaty battle cow, it's the last thing I feel like. This thing goes to negative 10 degrees. That's actually a pain. Yeah, no, I've not been enjoying the heat today. I will 100% agree with you on that one. Can we actually not do it that way? We could not do it that way. Well, we can do it a different way, rather. Now the good news and the bad news here. The good news is this is actually not too difficult to build. Nope, we want to do it that way. Different way. Good. So the good news is all this really needs is a multispectral mirror, two multispectral mirrors. Ugh, gross. But the different temperature of thermofluids is a pain. The two ways I could deal with that is to build the thermofluids elsewhere, or to like cool it here, or to bring it back around here where it actually cools it the most effectively. How are we going with science actually? Got a lot of level 2s, but not a lot of level 1s. I'll turn 2s off for the moment. Well, maybe. Okay, here's a thought. We're going to do some circuitry work now. Do I want to do circuitry work? It'd be a right pain. Does do the job though, doesn't it? I mean, actually, if you got the circuit just putting through how much science is on in the boxes, you could then, yeah, this will probably work. This is kind of a painful way of doing it, but you know, welcome to the stream, I suppose. Because it'll also allow me to regulate all my other energies. So it should be okay. Okay, now we need some copper cables, which I think we actually have a facility that just makes a lot of copper cables. Why? I don't really know. Okay. Yeah, land for a sec. Okay. One more cable. And then what we want to do is say this one here, enabled. If Astro Science 2 is less than Astro Science 1, enable. Right now that's going to be disabled, but that's fine because we don't really want Astro Science 2, we just want a lot of Astro 1s. Now that's taking its sweet time, but that's pretty normal, I think. Oh no, that's all jammed up. Why has that happened? Okay, let's fix this. Okay. Input priority that side to that way. So I really want to take these before adding into new ones. And also I want to make sure they are split more or less evenly. That's not how you split evenly, actually. That's how you split evenly. Okay, so science stopped for a while just because silly things were happening. That should be fixed now. Or at least soon. And Science 1 should be being created again. A pretty high rate, I would hope. But until 2s are greater than 1s, sorry, until 1s are greater than 2s, we're not making any more 2s. There's no harm in having lots of 1s. Now, of course, we could change that circuitry around later, should it be required. But right now, I don't need that to happen. Now, just to avoid drones going too far, I'm going to do another one of these things. Multi-spectral mirrors. How many? Like 200? Sure, why not? That should be outputting them. Yep, great. We've run out of belts. Run out of a few things actually, but that's okay. And then we just need multispectral mirrors, right? Yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. We're going to have lots of open space. That's going to be required for advancements later. So it feels bad right now, but, you know, it's okay. This is going to be all so much better when we need it. And we're going to put that out there. Okay. So that's going to give me junk data cards and scrap. Now, scrap is a pain to deal with. Junk data cards. Junk data cards aren't too bad. They're a little bit of a pain, I suppose. Put it out that way. It's always best not to take it directly from the top, so that way you can expand it out later. And we're going to do this a little bit around the other way. So it's polarization data going that way, because it'll need to connect with something on this side, which will be the radiation data. And then the other stuff, which will be the scrap and junk data. Junk data is the easier one to fix. Junk data card can go up, I suppose. Actually, yeah, up. So we're really wasting a lot of scaffolding, but it's, if there's one thing that C-Block taught me, it's you want to actually go a little bit heavier on space than you think you need, because it's easy to waste some landfill or whatever than it is to just create more room when you didn't plan for it. And so if you've got extra room, then you go, oh, well, that's fine. Like, oh, geez, I need to double this in this space. Oh, I'd have to make an entirely new facility. That's a pain. You don't want to do that. What you do want to do is just be like, oh, sure, I just need to make it bigger again, huh? Whatevs. And that's the sort of level of just not giving a damn that you want to have in your C block or space block factory. This isn't called space block, but right now it sure as hell feels like it. Because there's almost infinite resources, except they're coming from this space? No, what's the opposite of space? Ground. Got it. Okay, and we do need to figure out what to do with this slightly cooled thermofluid. And I feel like the answer to that is another pipe. Another long freaking pipe through there. Pipes back. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go like that. Nope. And we're just going to build a real long pipe just all the way over here. Because when you want efficiency, nothing gives you efficiency like a long pipe in the middle of gosh darn nowhere. That's true, by the way, look it up. That's why you have those big oil pipes in America. I'm assuming they're in other places other than just America. But I've seen them in America, and I've seen people being real mad about them in America. So I assume they're probably other places. But I don't know. I'm, as usual, talking about stuff I don't understand. Could be flying here. And immediately places it wrong. Nice. Good work. I got scared and for some reason I decided to veer to the side as if that was going to help anything. I don't know what I was thinking there, but it certainly didn't help. But honestly, I'm surprised that the pipes could be this compact. 10 degrees fluid, yep, got a plan for that. Ten degrees fluid, there it goes. In it goes! And my thermal radiating efficiency is radiating away. Beryllium? Seems to be going somewhere. That's always exciting. Or brilliant. You want to make that joke again? I think I want to make that joke again. Okay. Done. Next, radiation data. If radiation data is the easy one. That's why I did it last. That's just put in some green rocks and see what happens. And what'll happen is you'll get, you know, no matter what, you get radiation back. That's nice. But you might get your green rocks back. That's exciting in its own way. Because, you know, everyone loves getting green rocks back when you don't expect it. Like the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. We're going to need a requester chest. That we're going to need a bit of steel. Just a bit. Not too much. Has the ship launched recently? That's the wrong ship. No, because it's still out of barrel. Until it gets barrel, it's not really going anywhere. Now, I believe there should be some barrel in... Oh no, there's no barrel on there. We would need to go to Kamar to get more barrel. Okay, well, I'll worry about that in a moment. Because I kind of have to worry about it later. Because we're so close to finishing the site. Oh no, we're not. We're so close to getting all our packs. Then we can get the energy catalogs. Then we can make energy insights. And then we can... There's still plenty to go. Alright, well, that's fine. Did we actually get my steel, or did I just think about getting steel and never get it? I just thought about it. You know, that's the best way to actually get anything done. Just think about getting stuff. And then you'd be like, yeah, I did it. You know, you feel accomplished with yourself. I thought about doing something today. Good job, me. I know. So we're going to do a request chest here for some uranium-235. 100? Could be a bit much. But then again, what else am I doing with the radiation, right? The answer is I'm not really doing anything else with the radiation, so doesn't matter. And we're going to output like that. That way, we can just build it all on one side. Now, here's where it gets a bit tricky. Because we could get more uranium-235. If that happens, if we do happen to get more uranium-235, which we will do half the time, we're going to put it back into the box. So that way it'll stop requesting quite as much of it. Meanwhile, this is making us radiation data. That is heckin' exciting. And then we can make our energy catalogs. Run out of belts. Okay, we're getting some real good work done today. But honestly, until we fix up the barrel situation, we might be in a little bit of a stagnant situation. But we will be fixing that up shortly, so do not fret. We're out of copper. Begin to fret. I have been threatened. Okay. So I need supercomputers. Now, I have a funny feeling I've got supercomputers available already. So if we just sort of go yoop, see what happens. Yeah, we might need to get all together now. You know what? I'm not seeing anything building those. And it's well within range of that, so yeah, we need to build some supercomputers. Soups. Wonder when we get the better supercomputers. Better supercomputers are made with quantum processors, which appear to be holmium in nature. So I guess that would be, oh wow, energy pack 3s. Never mind, it's not anytime soon. Really? The hell do you need for the 4s? Oh geez, yeah, okay. We're not even close to supercomputer 2. What's so good about supercomputer 2? Just better, I guess. Maybe something supercomputer 2s can do that 1s can't. That'd be my guess. I mean, that would be the logical guess. I mean, if we keep going out through energy catalogs, every supercomputer just doubles the speed in module slots. Oh, really? Okay. Oh. I mean, it makes sense, I suppose. Ah, it allows better data formatting. Okay, well, that is actually a big difference. Yeah, our resources are kind of a bit crummy right now. So let's go grab those supercomputers anyway. I think I deserve them. Heck yeah, I deserve a new supercomputer. Both me and this engineer in this game. Ah, my computer's alright actually in real life. I'm making a joke. My computer's alright. It does the job. It does computery things. Yeah, I don't think anyone notices any particular big issues with my computer streaming, so probably fine. Okay. So what do we need first? Well, we need to just make energy catalogs. And is this the one that needs to be wiggly? Or is this the one that I had it all coming directly? How did I do these originally? Wiggly. Okay, they got a wiggle. I was wondering about that. Okay. Okay, so now it's time for the wiggling. Are you prepared for the wiggling? You're not? You may want to look away. If I do that, we're going to do a new type of wiggle. Actually, I think it's the old type of wiggle again. And then we go right on till morning. And then wiggle back out again. And this wiggles back in right here. Yeah, it's a good wiggle. The top tier wiggle right there. Only thing that could have improved that wiggle. No, I think we're good. I think that's fine. It's not perfect. I would prefer that it wasn't trying to pick up on a corner piece. I could try to optimize that, but I don't think it's really required. The important thing is we're making energy catalogs. That is the thing that we needed to do. That's the wrong place. Thank you, appreciate it. Applause is always well appreciated when I do something that could have probably been done in a more efficient way. So here's the interesting thing. We're building science out this way, energy out this way. Do we build biological this way and materials this way? Is that a good idea? I don't know. But it might be what we're doing. Okay, so we need to make energy insight. We know this. Now, energy insight, we need more supercomputers, and we are going to, later on, do the significant data thing a little bit differently. Right now, we want supercomputers. There. These computers are just super. You know what? Build more supercomputers. That's fine. We'll need them. So we need energy insight, but we also do need energy catalogs. So at this point, I think we split. Right? Yeah, we split. Now, the energy insight we want to build out this way, because later on we'll be using other energy catalogs for it. So, and it's a pretty easy one. It's just supercomputer and whatever the heck we happen to find. And we will upgrade these as time goes on, obviously. And let's pull these out. The longer we dawdle here, the more the beryllium situation is getting worse. Maybe, I don't know if we're actually going to get the energy science complete today. I feel like the answer is probably not, but I think that's okay. If we don't get it done today, it'll definitely be done on Saturday. Because we definitely cannot do a secret stream on Friday. I know, I love doing the secret streams, but, you know, you got to do life things. I think everyone understands that's how life works. Life means you got to do life things, and it's good. I would sometimes rather do life things than stream. As sad as that is to say, it's not sad actually. That's as human as to say. Okay, so that's going to output my energy insights, which is going to make my significant data, and it's also going to output my blank data cards, which crippity crap. I don't really want those right now, but I get them anyway. Okay, well, you gotta have the blank data cards, I suppose. In every life, a few data cards must fall. Oh, they're blank data cards, which means they can be used again, so I guess that's alright. Okay. So, I don't really want to pull them straight from... That's not even the way I do this. What am I doing? Those got to be pulled like that, so it's easier to expand should we need to later, which is going to be interesting, but whatever. The data cards are over here. Come from over here. And something like this. And then we need to pick up more scaffolding, which I know we have. But we are getting lower and lower on these fine resources. But we're building more and more, so I guess it's okay. Like, that's what the resources are there for, to be used. Be utilized in making my grand fortress in space. Input priority is that side. What I'm concerned about at the moment is bears. But then the next logical assumption is, or the next logical fear is, how's that all going to work? And I don't know if that quite works the way I want it to. So we're going to do the same thing again here. Because we don't want to have a repeat of what happened with astronomics, where they didn't actually have the numbers to back anything up. We have stopped making blank data cards, it seems, probably because we ran out of materials. Just what it is. Not much I can do about that right now. Okay, so that's going to make some energy insight. It's going to be a bit slow, but that's okay. We need how much energy insight for significant data? We need 36. What? But then, and here's the fun part, then I think we actually have everything we need to build science. Yes, we would do. So we are actually going to get science started, so that's good. And this comes into another supercomputer, I believe. Because if there's one thing supercomputers can do, it's everything. Yeah, so we should be able to do this, get this sorted, and then figure out what the hell we're going to do about beryllium. The good news is once we're done here, this actually is being done so we do have an endless source of beryllium on the asteroid fields. So this hopefully will stop this problem happening in the future when we start building space trains. The potential tower line, unless something else happens. And I mean, you know, who knows if something's going to happen? I certainly don't. I never know what's going on. I feel like someone's like, yeah, I know, we've seen the stream. Ah, self-deprecating humor. Better than self-defecating humor, that's what I always say. Okay. So, that makes significant data again. Not the most efficient way of doing it, but am I holding some? Yes, I am. But it'll make it. Then, the power of this shit that I've made. Oops, I'm going to fly into space and never be seen again. Nope. We need a space manufactory. Usually right there. Except for this time they're not because didn't have any of the space grab yet, the fast inserters. Thank you. We may have actually had one somewhere else now that I think about it, but whatever. Okay, put that down there. We want science, that one. And of course we need cold stuff. That's honestly, I don't know what I'm expecting anymore. It's pretty much always the case with literally everything. Okay. So we're going to need my energy packs. We can put into how about we do it this way? Split that. Bring those two together to be friends. There we go. Now they're purple friends. Purple friends! Purple friends are the best friends. I don't think I need to tell you on that. Okay, significant data and holmium plating. Now, holmium plating we've got right down there, which we could bring in. Let's bring it in through the middle there. I don't see any other reason why we should send more drones to their deaths by transporting something we can just belt. I mean, yeah, it does make things a bit messier, but if I was worried about such things, I mean, let's be honest, I would have done things a lot different in this factory. Did I need to cover up that space? No, but I didn't like there being a big hole in the ground. Could have fallen in it. It would have hurt. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Now we just need to get the significant data in there, and we're good. Actually, you know what? I think might be good. Having another grabber arm. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, so that's going to output to there. Now, significant data and... Okay. Data cards, just blank data cards can go that way. And then we can shoot them off into that wild blue yonder. That's where data cards want to go. Wild blue yonder. Then we want to move it just a tad along because that's going to break immediately. Okay, wild blue yonder, please. And with that, we should have Energy Science Pack 1s. Rad. And we'll throw them into space. So, we have Energy Pack Science 1s, which is fantastic. What is the first thing we actually want to do with this? Because I never actually considered what do I want to do with these. Probably a funny thing to realize at this point. So, oh, I know what I want. I want the Tesla gun. I want the ammo so I can go hunting those bugs. I knew that. If I get that, then I can get the Tesla gun and start making my ammo and go hunt those bugs down. And then I can really do some damage and not have to worry about ammo, and it'll be just, be the best. I don't want to do it that way. Now what I do want to do is probably, when I really think about it, just have them using the same line. Oh, and I can put the junk data cards, wait. Are they junk or broken? They're junk, yes. So if we are smart about this, and we use that line there, oh geez. I mean, honestly, the surprising thing is how old those accounts are when they do that. Like, that account was like May this year. Like, I would have thought those accounts would be banned a lot faster than that. I mean, unless I suppose they're hacked. Yeah, go get famous elsewhere. If I wanted to get famous, I'd be just... I mean, I wouldn't be playing Factorio. I love Factorio, but it's not exactly the fame game, is it? Welcome, Mad Beast, by the way. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're having a good time. Okay, so... Why would I pay to be famous? I mean, that seems like the real question, doesn't it? Like, if you're paying to be famous, are you really famous? Then you're just someone who's paid more money. That's not fun. I mean, maybe I just want to, like, earn what I get. I'm the sort of person that goes like, no, I don't want to take the easy way out. That seems like cheating. And I was like, no, it's not cheating. It's absolutely fine. Just take the easy way out. I'm like, seems like cheating. I don't want to cheat. That's awesome, man. What are you playing? Just Factorio as well, or are you doing your own thing? Ah, you know, I got a few friends who play that and they're really into it. I look at that and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I want to do that. Like looks cute, but I'm like, oh, I could lose my life playing that. So instead I lose my life playing Factorio. So clearly I've learned nothing from my mistake, my life. I've learned a lot from my wife. Thank you. Thank you for asking, Panda. Anything ever rhymes with life, she's like, oh, wife, she's like, oh, it's my time to shine. Okay, well, Holmium cables are coming in super fast, and we are done with that. Now, Tesla gun. Now, as I said, this is not really what I need to be pushing. A Tesla gun does not give me, like, amazing stuff, but I do, like, after having a taste of the Tesla gun, I want more of it. I tasted the good life, and I'm like, yeah, that tastes like something I want. But now we're going to have problems because I think we're out of copper here. We're not making any more science here today. The copper is all run out. And it's going to keep running out until we fix the beryllium situation. So, unfortunately, we are not going to make the Tesla gun right now. But that's okay. Time to go back in my beautiful balloon. Looks like it's ready to go. Let's go back, Marty. And let's... What was the problem with the beryllium? Oh, it didn't get its capsule. Yeah. So really all we probably need to do is chuck a capsule until it'll work. But I mean, look, we did a lot of good work in space today. I think we've got to be happy with that. Don't Factorio and Genshin. Yeah, that sounds like a disastrous combination. I'm not going to do that, but thank you for the advice. I mean, my life is... Oh, my life's alright, actually. I was going to say my life's not very social, but it's more social than I think. I always think it's not very social. I'm like, oh, wait, I've got stuff happening like most days of the week. True, some of those days are just because I got to stream. Like, I got to stream. Stream police aren't going to get me. They always say that before the stream police do get you. Maybe I should have come back with a capsule. That might have been a good idea. Probably launch on green signal when cargo or when fuel is full. You're probably good to go, buddy. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you can also launch on green signal when fuel is full. Okay, so a few of my rockets weren't going anywhere. That's a problem. Now my other rocket, I need to go back to Boros, and if I'm going back to Boros, I'm going to need some accumulators. I'm going to need some solar panels because asteroids hit them a lot, and I don't really fix them properly. Mostly due to laziness. And there's a few other things we need to fix while we're there. So let's grab some solar panels. Grab some accumulators. Somehow I know where everything is, despite this base being an absolute mess. At some point we probably need to go to Boros and get them accumulators as well. That's fine. Don't worry about it. And we need a new capsule. Well, actually, we can just steal one of these ones. I know we just came back with a bunch of them, so they should be all lined up over here. Now. Yeah, there's a capsule right there. Let's just try and take one. Did I only take one? Oh, I did. That's skill right there. Skill and precision. Just talking myself up right now, don't mind me. Thankfully, it doesn't look like the vulcanite has hurt us too badly, like it being not collected for a while. I mean, in fact, we've still got thousands, hundreds of thousands, 150,000 vulcanite. As I said, the main problem with this is not the... Going to Kamar, right? That's the one we want. The problem with this launch isn't the... Okay, I'm just going to need to sit in here now. Isn't the fact that all the vulcanites here, like the vulcanite, if it was just a vulcanite planet, I wouldn't care. But the problem is this is also where the only collection of beryl that I have. And when I get beryl, then it won't be a problem. But right now it's the only place I've got it, and all my spaceships rely on beryl. But that'll be resolved soon. And we're going to change the way that this ship launches in future. Just because there's mistakes that have been made here that shouldn't have happened. We've got like so many cargo spots here actually. That's probably too much cargo. Yeah, it's fine. This is my launching pad after all. We've got 3 different planets here. Okay. Welcome to Kamar. It is a hot volcanic planet with no biters. So it's not the worst planet I've ever seen in the game. Yeah, we should probably sort these out the best we can first. I was not going to go anywhere without the capsule, so... I am enjoying space exploration thoroughly, to be honest. It's a really fun mod pack. It's not too grindy. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's got plenty of like problems to solve, none of them too painful. And it's kind of fun to build lots of little bases all over the place in new places with slightly different challenges. So I haven't played proper Bob's Angels. The only Bob's Angels I've played is C Block. So that's not quite the same, but compared to them, I mean, as I said, all I can do is compare it to C Block because I've only played like the first sort of 2 hours of Bob's Angels. And I mean, Bob's Angels, I think I really love the exploration aspect of this. I mean, it's called space exploration, right? And I love just going like, ooh, what's this here? What's behind the river bend? Whatever. Just like, what are we about to find? And I just think that's really fun. Now, how it goes later, I don't know, of course, because I haven't gone that far yet. But at the current pace, I mean, I'm having a good time. That's got to be worth something, I suppose. Hey, Selburn. Look, it's going well. How are things going for you? We are just fixing up Kamar because it broke again in a new way that honestly I should have predicted. But that's C block. Sorry, I keep saying C block. When you play C block for 9 months, oh sorry, 6 months, however long you play it for, you do just kind of keep saying it as if what you're doing. Look, it's going well. How about yourself, Solburn? You doing all right? I assume you probably don't like the rain then. I personally have always I enjoy the rain. I consider the rain good luck. That's just how I am. Makes me feel good about it. Also, when I was growing up, if it was raining, it meant I didn't have to go outside and play, and I could keep playing video games, and so that was, you know, that's where you want to be. Okay, so the new rule is just enabled just all the freaking time. Just enable that bad boy. Waiting for space and destination. Oh no! That, yeah, I can't actually entirely dispute that. That's fair. I wanted to dispute it. You could hear it in my voice. Just, okay. So how the hell am I going to do this? So one thing I am going to do is I've got no assemblers, but I can go grab some of those. Yeah, you're right, actually. My logic was I like the rain because it means I could stay inside and play video games. That's not me liking the rain. That's me just wanting to play video games. You've entirely got me in one there. But I mean, even so, like, if it's a light drizzle, I'm just like, yeah, this is nice. Okay, so the plan is we're going to change this a little bit. So we did this in Boros, and it was actually a pretty good system. Can we not pack them? Let me guess. Packed needs to be in assembly twos. Thankfully, I can't really imagine that, but I see what you mean. I live in New Zealand. We don't really get snow where I am from. Well, where I am. But I get your logic. It probably doesn't sound like the best time. I agree. That's fair, that's fair. Status condition equals told. Okay, so what we're going to do, this might be a little bit of a pain for a while. We might cut some power or something. Actually, yeah, actually, good idea. A weird way to solve your problems, but it'll do it. Okay, so what I want to do is connect that. If cargo rocket equals or is greater than 100, I want you to pack them away. Also, start packing these. I don't really care. Okay, guys. Guys, stop. Stop. I guess you're fine. You can keep doing your thing. Oh, none. I just realized that was about to launch without me. Put the stone in there. Just keep putting the stone in there for now. And I'll just let that pack up those. Right, and the other capsule is in my inventory, which is why it hasn't launched. Did you know 4 belt can't easily fill a blue belt even though they're fast enough? Really? Why not? Because things sort of push each other a little bit now, don't they? Or is that doesn't it work fast enough for that? I would have thought it would have been fine. Timing issues. Ah, okay. Can you futz around with the stack size and will it work that way, or is it just straight up no go? Okay. Well, to me that just sounds like you need a 5th stack inserter. Just keep throwing stack inserters until it works. Okay, well that sounds good. It's not going to launch on its own. I just wanted to get rid of all these cargo parts before it does the next bit. I should have never gotten this bad, but hey, here we are. The stone, not really a big deal. We can pack that for future. There's a lot in here. It'll get there eventually. We just got to keep dumping stuff and eventually it'll work. I suppose. Wow. Anyway, once we are done fixing this mistake, I think we might be done for the night. Get this fixed and then it'll be good. Okay, so it's not trying to pick up any more, so that's good. But now it's just going to load those up. It's kind of like defragging in a sense. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, unloading trains is a lot more difficult than I think it is. I just throw inserters at it and hope it fixes the problem. Doesn't really, but I hope it does. This feels like, you know, the old like Windows 95 defrag, or maybe it was like 98, I don't know, where it just slowly like puts things together, and it's a bit like that. I used to watch that thing for hours. I don't know why. I could have played a video game, but I was like, no, I want to watch the defrag. I think it's just something nice. It's like, you know, games with progress bars, and the progress bar goes up, and you know, it just feels good. Yeah, it felt good, right? Just watching a progress bar fill up. It's why I like idle games, you know, because the bar fills up and the numbers get big, and you go, "Yay! I hit a new like number of zeros." SSDs don't defrag. Well, that's why I don't trust them. Now I understand. Okay. I like the idea that it's just don't trust SSDs. Like, oh my goodness, odometers on cars. Yeah, exactly. That's why people take pictures of them and post them to Reddit. Because they're like, hey, look how high my odometer's got. Also, it says boobs, but that's unrelated. Look, idle games are so good. I am not playing one at the moment, and it's probably for the best. I was playing, what was I playing? Legends of Eidolon, and I was really enjoying that. And then one of my mates stopped playing it, like, because we were playing it together, and like talking about the secrets we found. And then he just stopped playing it, and I just went, oh, okay. And then I just stopped playing it as well, and I got really far into it. And I was like, I don't know why I stopped playing it, because I was enjoying it. Maybe I should go back to it. You know, Kitten Forest, that's a good one. I like Kitten Forest a lot. I'm just saying, I played a lot of idle games. And then after a while, you go, why am I doing this? And you stop and you go, I'll never play an idle game again. And you go, oh, what's this one? Wow, this idle game looks amazing. And you shouldn't do it, but you do it anyway. Alright, I think that's fixed now. So let's launch, let's make sure everything's fine, and then we're going to call it for the day. Oh, popcorn would be lovely. For yourself or for both of us? Hey, I get popcorn too. Oh yeah, I definitely got to go now, guys. I'm getting popcorn. Oh, is there a trick? Veldak. In with the tricks. Oh yeah, no, idle games are just so deadly. I agree. Like, I don't want a really simple one. I want one with a lot of depth. Yeah, I only stream for like 3 or 4 hours at a time, because otherwise the game will consume my entire life. So I know usually people play a lot more, and I get that, but I have realized that this game will actually destroy me if I let it. The factory must go. Oh, look, I am well aware of the situation of the factory and its needingness to grow, but it will also destroy me. I mean, the factory will continue to grow. Do not worry. This is not the last time. Well, look, how about this? I will be playing on Saturday at about the same time. Oh, sorry. Saturday my time, so that might be Friday your time because New Zealand. But I will be playing again, and that'll be a slightly longer stream. I'll be going for until 11 my time. So right now it's 10:15 my time, so an extra hour. So I can do that. But gosh, I know the factory must always grow, and it will continue to grow. We will continue exploring the stars and getting up to all sort of shenanigans. Like, we got a Tesla gun coming. I mean, you know I'm super excited about the Tesla gun. If you've never seen the Tesla gun, it's a marvelous weapon. It kills biters, it kills trees. What more do you want to kill? Nothing. That's all. That's about all I want to kill. I never fixed that, by the way. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna get our barrel again. That's good. See, this is a much better unloading station now. It will all clog up very soon, and then I'll be sad again. But for now, it's good. Anyway, now that we've done that, and I'm pretty happy with the result, I'm afraid I am going to call it for tonight. So thank you everyone for watching. If you're new here and you've been enjoying it today, please do not, please do consider following. I would really appreciate it, and it'd be the best way for you to find out when I'm streaming next time. My schedule is pretty accurate on time, so there's that, but also sometimes I do secret streams when I've got time, so
Kicking, for goodness!
thank you for following Mad Beast. Really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just laughing at my own follow sound. That's why I always like to remind people at the end. If people would like to subscribe, you absolutely can. Do not feel like you have to. There is a Discord channel. It is just below. There's a YouTube link down there as well. I should actually set up a bot to do that if it says. I'll set that up afterwards. But there is a Discord channel. That is where you can find me after the stream and just anytime. So if you want to talk to me outside of the stream or just hang out, you can do that. It's pretty quiet there, I won't lie, but you know, it's an option if you want to take it. If you want to ask me questions and go, hey, I was watching a YouTube channel, you messed up. Why would you be watching a YouTube channel, you ask? Well, that's where I post all the old episodes. So if you missed something, or you want to go back right from the start of the series, or the C Block series, can. That's entirely up to you. It's all there for you. So hours and hours of content. So Mad Beast, if you're like, oh man, you're only getting started, hey, there's 30 episodes of this. The Discord, it should just be down below. Tell you what, guys, I'll fix that. I will fix that. Hang on, I'll fix it now. How about that? That way everyone can just do this. Give me a second, and I'll do it now. Everyone's testing it, and it's not working because I didn't do that. So bear with me for a moment. And what is the Discord link? I will. Oh, Valdek, hello. Let's see. Oh, that train got real close to me. What's the... I'm trying to figure out how to use Discord now. It's been a while. No, that's not it. I'll get there. I'll get there. You get 5 more minutes, yeah, but unfortunately it's me trying to futz around trying to figure out how to use Discord. Which is not the... I'll send a server link. There we go. So what you can do is that one there. I think that links you to the right place. If it doesn't, then enjoy that creepy section. Nope, that's me. That's my Discord. So you've got that. I will set that up to work for Discord because I was not aware that was a thing that people wanted to do. Actually, let's do it now. You know, not exactly exciting stuff that's going on. Chatbot, chat commands, custom commands, add new command, exclamation mark, Discord. Oh, just Discord apparently. Otherwise it's double exclamation mark. I was creating it. Why are you being rude to me like that? Okay. See, this is why I'm not actually in IT. I thought it was permanent. I was pretty sure it was permanent. Is it not permanent? Well, anyway. If it's not permanent, I'm sure someone will tell me it's not working now, but let's give it a go. Hey, here we go. It should be a permanent link though. I'll just double check though while I'm here. Because nope, you're right, it's a 7-day link. I've stuffed it up immediately. Generate a new link. There we go. I will fix that right now. Yeah, you can make it permanent, but it wasn't. So, I mean, look, if you're here right now, you've clicked the link, and if you're reading this on somewhere else, then you'll find it. But anyway, it's working now. Probably. How are we doing? That's looking convenient. Anyway, I've been meowed at. I think it's popcorn. It is cooling. I do have to go. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in a couple of days. Take care, everyone. Or I'll see you on the Discord, I suppose. I'm glad. See you next time.